The mission for this Andover Huskies girls team is not only get back to the state tournament, but collect their second Class 2A state championship in a matter of just 3 years. A 26-0 mark, they're on a mission. But before they get to that next step, they need to win tonight against a very hungry Elk River team.
Yes, absolutely. Elk River is the only 2 losses that Melissa Volk has ever had in sectionals. They've got 2 very, very good seniors. Maddie Christensen, we'll talk a lot about her tonight, and the goalie, Ashley Hess, and she's a good one.
Huskies certainly have the horsepower when it comes this season. They are not only 26-0, but have outscored their opponents on almost 3-to-1 ratio.
Yeah, they have a great top line. A bunch of juniors on this line. Ella Berger, Maddie Brown, and Isa Gettle. Very, very top-notch line. They'll be have a good test tonight against Elk River.
Coming up in just minutes, it's the Andover Husky girls taking on the Elk River Elks in the Section 7 AA Championship here on QCTV.
Touchdown! She hit the line on the far side, and the Rebels win.
Stop playing! Stop playing! He connects! Rebels with their first lead of the night.
And the Andover Huskies are your section champion.
Welcome to Section 7 AA Championship here at Fogarty Arena. It's the Andover Huskies taking on the Elk River Elks, and just minutes ago we had a chance to speak with the head coach for Elk River. We'll be joined by the Elk River head coach, Brian Ballinger. Brian, 4th season with this team as the head coach. How do you get them ready? How do you get them mentally prepared for this game?
Yeah, we just, it's one of the things that we started from the beginning of the year, just set our sights on getting to this game, and then having that, you come into this game now and it's all just excitement, and there isn't really much that I have to say. They're ready to go. Well, you hit your flow at the right time. Won the last 2 games, a tough one in double overtime against Anoka, and then an impressive one over Grand Rapids. And you've got a senior in Maddie Christian ready to lead this team. Yeah, definitely. It's section playoff hockey. Everybody's going as hard as they can, and nobody wants their season to come to an end, and so everybody's got that extra bit. And Maddie came through for us, but as I've told lots of people, it wasn't just her out on that ice, and we had lots of chances with a great cast of characters. Our team, fabulous, all the girls and how they're contributing. Strategy-wise, what do you look at when you're playing against an Andover team that's this explosive? You have to respect who Andover is, but we are who we are. We just have to play our game in what we do, get after them, have fun, play looking forward, and go. Coach, good luck tonight. Thank you very much. Have a good one. And there you had a chance to hear from the Elk River head coach, and Joe ruling along with Jim Childs, and you can see the Andover Huskies coming in 26-0 in the last 2 seasons, 47-1, and they are huddled together to get themselves ready. Jim, you can feel the impact here. Elk River the same. The fans, it's in the air.
Yeah, it's an electric atmosphere here at Fogarty tonight, and it's always fun this time of year. But boy, I tell you what, the juices get going when you get to the sectional final.
They do, and for that you look for some senior leadership, and certainly Elk River has that on their first line in Maddie Christian. She'll be going to play at Penn State next season, but also the Huskies with just a lot of poise and playoff experience. The Huskies in the white moving left to right, and there is Elk River in the black and red trim underway. We'll get you updated on both of these goalies here first break as well. Elk River tries to apply some pressure right off the faceoff, trying to hold the zone, but unable to do so, and skating out. Here comes that high-power offense, and now moving in. A shot that's turned away, rolled off the stick that time of Maddie Brown. It comes out to about half wall, and now a breakout. A chance here for Elk River. They'll dump and make some comprehensive changes here, both offensively and defensively. Andover is going to stay out there. At least they were trying to see if they could get an opportunity, while Elk River was making some line changes. Now out of their own end, a chance for the breakout here for the picked up. Here comes Sarah Kaiser moving in. Dipsy doing around and trying to dangle around and unable to pull the trigger on the shot as she jumped the pass in the Elk River end. Sarah Kaiser looking for point number 99 of her career. moving it in, circling the Huskies, tangling it up in that corner, along with Elk River coming over to help out several of the Elk River players. Shot here from the left face-off circle. Deflects out, right shot, save, and gathered up and gobbled that time. And that's a good time for an introduction for the Elk River goalie and Ashley Hess.
Yeah, Ashley Hess, outstanding goalie, one of the top goalies in the state, one of the semifinalists for Miss Goalie. Came in with a 2.4 average goal against average, 91% save percentage. She's got one shutout this year.
Impressive numbers indeed. Now off the face-off, controlled by Andover and have the possession. Now they'll ring it along the board. That's Elk River pinching in the far side. Action there. Coming in hard that time was Courtney Little. In front, left alone, trying to get the deflection, diving out in front and making a save and not allowing anything further to progress. There was Hess.
Well, all three lines right now has had great scoring opportunity. One of them right there looking for Hannah Olson. And went right off her stick. We saw Maddie Brown with a stick jump, or the puck jumped over her stick. But Huskies are creating some great opportunities. Graybo
line is now on. They have scored 4 goals in the postseason. Actually, just Graybo alone, 4 goals. Some rocketing in there. Collision ensues between a couple of players. One of those with Sauer of Andover, breaking it out, coming back near side. Sauer will dump it in, get across the blue line, and head in for the change. That brings the first line back out again with Ella Berger. Number 15, keep an eye on her. She leads the team in scoring. Trying to reciprocate the rush here is Elk River. We take a shot from behind the blue line, secured, and now that gives us a perfect time to get you an update on Courtney Stagman.
Courtney Stagman, 23-0 so far this year. Incredible. 1.04 goals against, a 947 save percentage, 8 shutouts. Career. She is 41-1 with 20 shutouts. Incredible.
Stone cold. That is impressive. Thank you, Jim. And you'll see it. It's a battle of some impressive goalies. Outlet pass here misses. This will bring an icing whistle, and that'll come all the way back into the Elk River end of the ice, and it's a 14-12-1 Elk River team taking on 26-0 Huskies in the first period. The first goal is so critical. The Huskies have outscored their opponents in that first period by a margin of 48-5. On the ice right now is the person with 10 first goals. So here's a need to know. That first goal is a key indicator. In fact, for the Huskies, they're 26-0, but they have scored the first goal in 24 of those 26 goals. Ella Berga, who's on the ice now, has 10 first goals of the season for the Huskies. So she knows where to put that thing and how quickly to score, and the advantage of scoring quickly. On the doorstep there through the grease and through the paint, unable to tap that in, but the Huskies continue to wind it up and bring that pressure. 13:50 to go, opening period. This is the Section 7 AA Championship. Hustling back is Little for Andover. She'll try to work it on up. Elk River with some good pressure. They had a couple of impressive wins over Anoka and Grand Rapids to advance here to the Section Championship. Now, on the near side, dumping it in and trying to reacquaint herself with that puck is Christensen into the corner. Centering attempt there, unable to get the stick on it was Engler. And now it's a chance for Elk River on the breakout. Disrupted at center ice there by Sarah Kaiser, and she has it lifted off of her stick. This shot moves just off the mark, taken there by Humphrey. Humphrey a defense, but she's got 14 goals on the team as a defense person there. Now breaking back is Christensen. Christensen takes this shot, gets that rebound she's looking for. Kaiser gets there first, tries to send it back behind the net to Christensen. Kristen also, Hannah has one of those other ones who has first goals, and she has 4 first goals this season. No score. Huskies in the white, moving left to right. Chance here on the deflection, good pressure, shot, save, rebound, kick back out. That's deflected and sent to the corner. And a chance now as the Elk River tries to take advantage of some odd numbers, unable to do so as the Huskies, as they play a full sheet of ice, hustle back the forwards and get there. There's a hard check and a collision behind, but no penalty.
Yeah, there is
yes,
a penalty.
there is a penalty.
Yep.
Shot coming in. Backhand just misses there on a backhand attempt. Huskies are going to go on to power play. They have pulled their goalie and have the extra attacker on. Shot saved by Berger again. There's Gettle. Ever so dangerous Gettle. No look. Backhand, and now it's touched up, and the puck will go. And possession here will be with the Huskies as they'll take on the faceoff just outside the Elk River blue line and have the power play.
Yeah, Julia Wilson will go off for checking, and that was a hard check right in the middle. But I got to tell you, the play of the game so far was Ashley Graybo. You can see right here the penalty where Graybo just gets throttled, but Graybo stole that puck and created an outstanding opportunity. She's got 4 goals and she's looking for more.
Elk River wins the faceoff, sends the puck length of the ice. The Huskies on the power play this season at a 27% success rate. 27%. Meanwhile, for Elk River on the penalty kill, that's a concern, 30%. So 70% of the time they're on a penalty kill, the team has scored. Hand pass issued here against Andover, and they'll take it all the way back just to the right.
So Ella Berger will be running the point for the Huskies on this power play. You've got Maddie Brown, Isa Gettle, and Sarah Kaiser out there.
Face off here, trying to send it back in from the near point on a shot. Elk River unable to do so, deflected well, but it does deflect all the way back to center ice. Leading Mazmum on the power play, back up ice. There's Gettle. Gettle sends it across, it hops the stick of Berger. Now Berger receives it back in, and she'll skate in the middle. Shot here, save, and that's deflected over the top into the near corner. There's Gettle. She'll set up the power play again. Gettle, some stick work to the far point to England. Now back. Shot that time was deflected. The shot by Little. In the corner, tying up. Elk River doing a nice job on this penalty kill. 10:40 to go here in this opening period. And we still have 40 seconds left on the power play for the Huskies. Quickly back is Little. Huskies change out some of their skaters here on this power play. Picking up the pass at the blue line is Elk River, sending it back on a shot that hits the side of the net. That shot there was whistled in and taken there by Thomas. Huskies are forced back, having some trouble getting some of that flow going here in this first period. And on the power play, Elk River doing a nice job of disrupting that play.
You don't hear it very often, but the Huskies are getting outworked right now.
Trying to lead the other forward in here that time, and that was Andover. Now in front, trying to head it up is Kaiser. She drops it back. Shot by Little. Loose puck in front. Backhand save. Another backhand shot. Save. Unable to hold the zone. And back at full strength is Elk River. A successful penalty kill there with 9:40 to go. We'll get a whistle for the ice as that penalty had just expired prior to the clearing shot that went length of the ice. So, Jim, exciting match, and I'll tell you, we're right in the middle of it in the hub of Elk River fans, and you can see the Anoka fans right across the ice.
Yeah.
Shot, there's a goal! Off the face-off. Bam! Just like that, Brown lights the lamp for the Huskies at 9:36. Impressive. Cashing it in quickly. And it's the number 1 line coming in, had 70 goals on that first line. They now have 71 on the season. The 22nd goal of the season for Brown.
Really tough angled shots and just able to get it past Hess, who's normally pretty strong down there. Got it right, as you would say, Joe, right under the garage door.
That persistence had been shots going left and right. Andover leading the shots on goal, the margin of 6-1. Brown comes right back in looking for another goal. As I mentioned, Andover's outscored their opponents in the first period 48-5. There's Gettle at the half wall. Now they'll send it down low to Brown. Brown maneuvers it away from her skates. Now looks the backhand in front is Berger. Berger had to go off of her stick, and it deflects to the corner. Trying to work it out. There is Jalissa. And it sends and deflects on goal. Stagman makes that save. Now the Huskies take a deep breath, take an assess. There's Gettle in her own end, and you can see Elk River really trying to trap the Huskies as they come out of their own end. Losing an edge in the corner was Little, but quickly back up. Now shot to the point, does not make it to the net. It's deflected to the corner. Little has it, rings it along the board and takes it through the neutral zone. Picking up and catching up is Elk River. They're going to try to catch Andover on a line change. It goes off the stick of the forward at the blue line, and Andover now will afford some pressure. Backhand by Mumm. Flex into the Elk River end. 1-0 lead here for the Huskies. The goal by Brown. Her 22nd of the season. Far side. This line's been productive, but they're offside on this drift as Hannah Olsen. Olsen has had 3 goals, 3 assists in section play. Also on that line, Grabo, 4 goals and 1 assist.
Yeah, they have been playing well, and probably a number 1 line on a lot of high schools, and Andover's very fortunate to have the talent they have out there.
Mumm picks it up, controls, and sends it deep. Jumping on the other side in the end, trying to get the edge. There's Sauer. Huskies try to hold the zone, but Elk River will skate out. Now it's pickpocketed. Nice effort there by Andover, sent in deep. Sauer once again tries to apply some pressure, but that puck just gets beyond the blue line. They'll make another line change here with Andover. Hopping the stick at center ice at an attempt for the Huskies to hold that and hold possession was Thorson. Stick comes hard off the stick of Elk River. Player goes down, and fans want a penalty. 2-on-1, make it a 3-on-1. No, let's just make it a whistle. And a penalty, is that what's going to be called or not? I couldn't tell by the ruckus.
Doesn't look like it. Looks like it was offsides.
Huskies
the referee pulled it like it was a hook, but it looked like he was just pointing to the face-off spot.
Andover had a 3-on-1 that was evolving before that offside was whistled. Just under 7 to go here in the first period. Another errant bounce off the board. You don't see that from Stagman. That was such a weird carom. And back will come the Huskies trying to reciprocate. Shot low that time, looking for the rebound, getting it, but no one home on the back door there for the Huskies. A deflection in front, trying to capture it, trying to fire it, taking shot, the save, securing it there. Shot by Sarah Kaiser.
Sarah Kaiser has had a good couple of shifts right there, right on her stick. She's done a nice job just looking up and understanding where people are on the ice. That one, she just turned around and rifled it right into Hess.
Hannah Christensen, as you can see coming off the ice, she was a key in getting some momentum going on that shift. 6:39 remaining, first period. Thanks for joining us on this QCTV Sports presentation. Joe Rulin along with Jim Childs, and this is the Section 7 AA Championship. Elk River's moving in, a shot there, hits the pads in front of Little, trying to keep possession of the puck. That's always tough against this Andover squad. They come at you with some major RPMs every shift. Now Elk River in front, back time, shot saved by Stagman. We'll have to get a look at that one when the play stops at that save. Wonderful opportunity, and now Berger will skate out. She eludes a check, tries to send it up ahead to Brown. That's disrupted and sent back deep by Elk River. The Elks getting at it, trying to not allow the Huskies to double up on their lead right now, 1-0. Passing out of their own end. Berger holds it, allows it to kind of evolve and a pass ahead. That is taken away by Elk River. Sent in by Gettle, blue line, and the glove save made there by Hess. Shots on goal right now, 9-2 in favor of Andover. A 1-0 lead has been the ROI for that for Andover here in the first period. Chance on that far side again. Grable takes the initial shot, pad save, and it's sent back to the corner. Race to the puck is diffused there. Some nice play defensively there by Kasich. Bringing that along the board, trying to break out, and the Huskies were going to get there first. Excellent job. Just there and active all night. You can see Sauer. Sauer tries to meet up with the puck again, but now this time Elk River will skate out of their own end. Under 5 to go, 4:45 here in this first period. There's the far side. Grable will guide it along to take it into the deep side, and now coming out is Sarah Kaiserline with Engler and Christensen. Andover getting their motion and cycling back in. You can see them coming back onside. Engler whistles this one to that far corner. Pinching in now is Kaiser. She waves a stick at it. Elk River lifts it just beyond the blue line, and just as it gets there, it's sent right back in again by Courtney Little. Reaching here, penalties coming up against Andover. This will be a tripping penalty, and I think it's going to go against Maya Engler.
It just she reached out, reached for the stick, and got caught up in the skates. And this we'll get a chance to see this powerful first line. And the last time these guys were on the ice, these girls were on the ice, the Flavhaven and Christian and Hansberger. There's a penalty there, but they were buzzing.
Face off here, Andover in. Little gets there first, and wow, what a velo shot along the boards to ring that thing. That had some velocity as it worked its way out. Losing their edge, coming over is Gettle. Gettle contends. Now she's going to have a shorthanded opportunity if she can get by one of the defenders. She cannot. Good stick work there, diffuses that opportunity, and back will come Elk River, but not before the whistle fully offside with 1:33 to go on the power play.
Yes, one of the things that Elk River has done is they have given up 5 shorthanded goals so far this season.
There was that shot, went point blank right in the crease, a beautiful block, point blank range, and Stagman made that save. Go ahead, Jim.
Yes, Andover 91% on the penalty kill, 27% or 22% on the power play for Elk River. So they've got a fairly potent power play.
Huskies this season have 2 shorthanded goals, but Elk River has surrendered 5 shorthanded goals on the season. Pirouette away, a 360 there, and Elk River to the far point. Moving it in, this shot is deflected, does not reach Stagman. It goes to the half wall. Now still on the power play with 55 seconds left. A shot there, redirected, and making a glove save, and it's now Karam to the away from the net, and I don't know if they're going to reset the net, but that used every thread in that glove by Stagman to stretch. It wasn't fast, but the location.
It was perfect. Emma Thomas, right there, had the deflection at Stagman. Another great save. She's had a couple of real tough ones so far in this first period.
In front there, Mum directs it, and then she goes to the corner to try to poke that puck up the boards to Brown. A one-timer there, attempt for Elk River. The stick was lifted there in the forward. Of course, you always got to keep your eye open for 26 and Maddie Christian. 23 goals on the season. Moving it back down deep. Here comes Andover, and that's Kaiser. Kaiser chases it down, puts some pressure. A backhand as Brown was circling in the zone looking for a pass to come to her stick. Meanwhile, Elk River sends it back in, and Andover's back at full strength. Just out of the box, missing the puck connection that time was England. South of 2 minutes to go here, opening period. It's been back and forth, and boy, you love to feel the tension here at Fogarty Arena. On the doorstep, a no-look back save again. Love the pass, tape to tape, and a no-look backhand by Sawyer, and Hess makes that save.
Yeah, Norrisauer hit right on the forehand. Good pass by Engler, and like you said, no look, just couldn't lift it. Hess is doing a great job between the posts.
Grable one of the few seniors on this Husky squad as a face-off. She's been certainly trending here in that whole line for Andover here in section play. Little recircles, pass there to Olsen, gets the stick, but she's unable to control it, but enough to tip it in. Olsen overskates there. Now it's about on the breakout pass, unable to complete, and we'll get another icing. That pressure sometimes by Andover. People can take those breakout passes and everything for granted, but the pressure there always got you feeling like you're chasing. It's tough to kind of get that poise and feeling to get a good breakout pass.
Yes. And Ashley Grabo has done just an outstanding job with her forecheck. She's pushing the pace, as you mentioned.
First line back out there again. As I mentioned, they have combined now for 71 goals. This first line for Andover on the season. Whistle for the offside. Meanwhile, that first line for Elk River has combined for 43 goals. That's Flayhaven, Maddie Christian, that'll center that line along with Hansberger.
And you had mentioned that defense of Carly Humphrey, 14 goals from the blue line. That is a strong number. 5 of them power play goals.
Very impressive. Now picking it up, momentum, and just there say off by a half a stride as Brown picked up the loose change, had the puck ready to burst in. She has the first goal for the Huskies here tonight, does Madison Brown. Goal number 22 on the season. Impressive plus minus for Madison Brown. She's a plus minus 55 on the season.
It's pretty solid.
I wish I could be plus 55 minutes in a day. Now a chance to work out is Elk River. They do. Drop pass, skating in full head of steam. Julissa. Check here. Penalty coming up against Andover with 30 seconds left in this first period. So Elk River will get their second run on a power play opportunity here in this opening period.
Yeah, I think it's an elbow by Lisa Gettle. She in the corner, just raised it up just a bit. Right there, you can see it.
Chance here now for Elk River to tie this up before the first intermission. 30 seconds left working the power play here. Down to the dot. Shot from the dot. The save tangled up and holding it in and freezing the puck is Stagman. She has been sharp tonight, and she's needed to be by the nice shot coming from that half wall, almost from the playoff dot on the far side.
Yeah, that was good. Hansberger who ripped that shot.
Trying to hold it here, and again, Jim, you mentioned it for Humphrey. She's one of the leaders in power play goals here at the near point. She has 5 power play goals. Dangling around, trying to work through it. 4 seconds left here in the first period. Shot taken, pad save made once again. Good focus by Stagman. There was a lot of sticks and skates in front of her, and it made its way through all of them. And Stagman made the save as we have come to the end of that first period. 1-0 Huskies.
Yeah, shots 10 for the Huskies, 5 for the Elk River Elks. But I tell you, all 5 have been quality opportunities.
1-0 a goal by Madison Brown for Andover. And we are at the end of the first period. When we resume, Elk River will have 1:27 left on the power play. We are Fogarty Arena QCTV Sports Presentation Section Championship.
In order for us to continue participating in athletics and activities,
we need to work together.
Wash your hands often, especially when you're in public areas.
If you're sick, stay home.
stay at least 6 feet away from other people, and do not hang out in groups.
Cover your nose and mouth with a mask or use a cloth face covering.
Help keep us in the game.
Please practice health and safety protocols so we can keep doing what we love. Mask up, Rebels.
Tornadoes.
Cardinals. Bengals.
Huskies. Mask up, Anoka Henderson.
Welcome to At the Half, the show where we take a closer look at some of our local area high school sports. I'm your host, Seamus Burke. Let's start off with the Anoka Gymnastics team. They're an ambitious group looking ahead to a big season. Let's head out and talk with the Tornadoes.
At my elementary school, there was a gymnastics after school, and that's where I started. And me and my best friend, she's actually another captain. And from there, I decided to be done with dance, and I just kept on with gymnastics and been doing it ever since.
I tried out a lot of sports when I was younger, but I didn't like to have like shoes on. I was kind of a weird kid like that. I don't know, I just had a lot of energy always jumping off the furniture, so my parents thought it would be a good idea, and it kind of just stuck.
We actually got a couple new girls, and we lost a couple girls that were really important to our team. But the new girls are showing promise, and we've been working really hard all summer, so we still have our hardest skills. We're starting off strong.
What's been really fun so far this year is the amount that we have to gain. They're so talented, they're so hardworking, and they're going to develop a lot from the first meet to the last meet. Last year we came in strong, went strong, and ended strong. It was just a seasoned group, and every meet felt just kind of almost a little too easy because they were so practiced, so rehearsed. They'd been with each other so long. Last year we only had one new team member because of COVID. This year we have many more stepping into big roles. And so it was an exciting start knowing that we were going to grow each meet, that our score would grow, that their performances would grow. And that's already happened just in our first couple meets. So it's exciting each time to see what's going to come next.
I think it's really cool how everyone focuses on themselves. You want to do your best, but even if you mess up, you still get really excited when your teammates do really good. So I personally, I've done really bad at meets, but I still am really happy at the end because everyone else did really good or someone else got a PR. And it's just, we're all there for each other. We're very supporting.
I think gymnastics is unique because it's just such a mentally tough sport that the team bond is almost way different than any other sport would be because you have to be there for each other so much mentally and support each other when you're having a rough day. It's so mental. It's super physical too, but I would say it's 90% mental, 10% physical. So yeah, you have to be there for each other a lot. So it creates a really good team atmosphere.
We really, really want to make it to state as a team. We haven't done that in 12 years, a really long time. And we've been so close, and our competition is getting a little easier, so hopefully we can make it this year.
Next, we have the Andover dance team. The members describe their time together and their love for each other as more of a family than a team. Let's learn more about this awesome group.
My name is Natalie Shepard, and I've been with Andover Dance Team for 4 years. These 4 years have been amazing. I've made so many friends, and honestly, they are considered a part of my family, and my sister's on the team, and so it's just been so fun, and I've learned and grown in so many different ways. I'd say the difference between this year's team and last year's team is everyone is a lot closer this year, and they have so many new qualities that they can bring to the team and that they contribute, and I think everyone has kind of taken a next step into going to new goals and reaching new heights. This year, I'd say our goals are being able to get to new skills that we haven't really been able to before, and I think with this team it's completely possible. I think that we're in a good spot at the start of the season, and I'm really excited to see where we go.
My name is Stella Jensen, and I've been dancing for the dance team for 4 years. I've been on both fall and winter. I started dance when I was in kindergarten. I've always loved it. My mom always wanted me to be in it, and I just fell in love with it, I guess. I think this year we finally all found our love for dance, and we've always had it, but I just think this year really has shown how far we can take ourselves, and we just have a family here, and it's really awesome. Our goals for this year are just to try our best at every competition. I think we all just want to up our scores, be there for each other, and just love each other. I think our dance team just really shows, like I said, how much of a family we are, and we just, the difference from last year and this year has just been amazing, and just that we all have so many supporters, and it's just been so great.
My name is Grace Amel. I've been dancing on the fall team for 3 years and the winter team for 2 years. Well, actually I was a gymnast for about 12 years before I started dancing, and then once I got to high school, I mean, it just looked fun, so I decided I'd try it, and then it just kind of blossomed into what it is now. Well, last year's team was great. I think we started a lot of the growth that we're continuing this year, and just the girls on the team this year, they're motivated, they want it, and you can tell, and it's really shown in our performances. Well, I mean, state is the ultimate goal always. That's always what we're working towards, but I think more than like a material goal, we're just looking to advance our program and do the best we can this season and build off of what we started last year.
Next, we have the Champlain Park Alpine Ski Team. Let's check in with the Rebels and get their thoughts on the challenges the team has faced during this unique year.
My name is Jack Thomason. I've been on the team for 4 years now, and I'm the boys captain. To me, being captain is about including everybody. I like to make sure that I always go around and make sure everyone's having fun, talk about how their nights are going, and ask if they need any help or any advice with anything. I just try and be a positive role model and show leadership in that way. I personally would like to go to state. I would also love if our team would make it to state. We have a great team this year. We have a great shot at going, and if everything turns out the way it's supposed to go, we might just go. So,
my name is Anthony Hurlitz. I am a senior at Champlain Park High School, and I've been skiing with the Champlain Park Alpine team for 4 years now. Actually, it takes about an hour to get to practice every day and then an hour home after practice every day. So it's 2 hours out of the day. Some people might think that's a bunch of time wasted, but a lot of us actually enjoy the bus ride a lot more than practice because you get to hang out with a bunch of your friends, you get to talk to them, you get to mess around, and it's a lot of fun. So I mean, we don't find it as time wasted. Some of us actually really look forward to the bus versus practice because some nights are not most fun on the hill.
I'm Sam Johnson. I'm a senior at Champlain Park, and I've been skiing since freshman year.
Let's just go. Just ski, you feel me?
But this year we got a really solid team. We got 27 people, I think. So, and a lot of them are very fast, forceful, and aggressive skiers. So, yeah, it's all in the legs and core. You're really pushing with those legs to push off of the ground, and just getting those racing lines in, sort of like Formula One stuff, and you'll be the fastest kid on the hill. So. Just the other night, we did a couple runs. I shaved off 9 seconds just that night, so it was pretty good.
I'm Brooke Murray. I'm a senior in high school, and I've been on the team for 4 years. There's a lot different between my freshman year and my senior year. With skill and ability, it's a huge difference. Knowing what I'm doing, huge difference. And the size of the team has gone up by a lot since my freshman year, so the whole experience is completely different. I like being around my team a lot. We spend a lot of time together, and just watching each other improve is also really amazing to see. My personal goal is just to get faster, keep improving, and have fun. And for my team, I hope my teammates do well as well. Maybe some of them can make it to state, who knows?
That's it for this edition of At the Half. Make sure to stay connected with us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube, as well as watching Channel 859 and online at QCTV.org. Thanks for watching.
When you adopt a shelter pet, you discover their unique mix of all kinds of traits.
Where'd Wiley go? Where's Wiley? Ah, there she is. Paw?
Do you remember being an ancient wolf? Do you ever feel the call of the wild?
You're a renegade cop, and I'm a con woman with nothing to prove. But together, we could really solve this murder.
They're a little bit of a lot of things, but all of them are pure love.
Welcome back with the second period of this, the Section 7 AA Championship. The winner advances to the Minnesota State High School Tournament. And the Huskies, who won the Class A State Championship 2 years ago, looking to get back and get that crown back again. So, As if looking, the face-off is so key. Some pressure for the Huskies there. They whistled a couple of by Hess. Hess may be able to make every save, and then Stagman as well, making several good saves. A couple at point blank. There's a power play opportunity.
Yeah, as you can see right there, Stagman, outstanding. Lone goal was scored by Mandy Brown, who was assisted right off the faceoff from Ella Berger, who was able to get the draw and kind of force it over to Brown. Elk River will start with a power play to start the second period.
As I mentioned, Huskies coming into this with a record of 26-0. They had scored the first goal in 24 of those 26. They did score the first goal here, and as trend would have it, they have also outscored their opponents 48-5 in that first period. But let's see what they can do here in the second, as Elk Rivers had several quality shots and phenomenal saves by Courtney Stagman. And she's top goaltender in terms of wins here in the state of Minnesota, 23-0, and her goals against average, extremely stingy, 1.04, puts her third in the state. Now, chance here for Elk River. They'll try to counter. They carry it in offside. Just those little things that kind of throw the flow off, as the pass was just a bit behind Maddie Christian. Christian will be playing next season at Penn State.
Yeah, she's had a real solid game, physical, and shown a lot of grit out there. You can see battling on that face-off with Berger.
2-on-1 now, a chance shot, save, buried right into the midsection of Stagman. A good opportunity once again as Elk River knocks on the door. Unable to close the deal, and Stagman able to handle that. There's a good 2-on-1, good pass across, and by the time she got there, not much of an angle or a shot there for Elk River, but Stagman in the right spot. She's pure positional goalie, and she's always in that right spot.
Huslid with a nice shot. Nice opportunity.
Trying to hold it here and send it through. That's Humphreys with it, 14. Look out, she's dangerous as she has 5 power play goals. That pass was just off the mark. Easily able to guide it out that time was Brown. Brown picks it back up. Hard off the stick and put it right onto the stick of Brown as she was hustling to keep some pressure on in the Elk River end. Elk River having trouble entering the zone again here, but finally they do. Rister here hits the shot to defense, deflected back out, and there's Mum who sends it through the neutral zone. Mum just continues to do her job. Kaylin Mum, 4 goals, 14 assists, but she's a plus 40 as a defenseman, which is outstanding. She's a sophomore that plays like she's a sophomore in college with that poise. Huskies back at full strength now. Successful penalty kill. They're 2 for 2 on the penalty kill. A total of 3 power play opportunities already here in this contest. 2 for Elk River, 1 for Andover. Neither team has been able to convert on any of their power plays.
Right. And this is Andover's looking to extend a winning streak of 13 against 13 in a row against Elk River. Last time Elk River won was in the sectionals back in 2017.
Side the blue line now, moving in a shot that time by Mum. It hits the defenseman's stick, hits to the corner. Elk River will try to work their way out along half wall there. Huskies hold the zone. There's a blast, goes to the near corner. Taking it behind, now jumping in the mix there. As Andover tries to gain possession, but it'll be Mum who will head back, and it's an icing as she is shadowed quickly there by Hendrickson for Elk River.
You know, there are always turning points in a game, and could have been a big turning point if on that power play Elks were able to score. That would have really kind of kept that momentum on the side. Conversely, Andover kills the penalty and kind of feel that momentum going back to the Huskies.
Second period, the Huskies have outscored their opponents 47-12. And in that second period, section play, they have outscored their opponents. Andover has 23-1. But Elk River's had multiple opportunities, and Stagman has turned each one of those away with fantastic saves, as has Hess to keep the Huskies to 1. Shot here goes and drifts between the legs of the defense. Fanning on that. 22 there for Elk River. Huskies will get to the puck in the corner. That's Little. Several sister combos on this Huskies team. Little had an older sister also who played defense for the Huskies, as has Mom. Drifting back. Berger, a backhand. Trying to circle it and get some mojo going. This is deflected at center ice. They're going to call it icing. It was Gettle who got a stick barely on it, but it was just behind center ice. So they'll bring the face-off back into the Andover end of the ice. As I mentioned, that first line, explosive for Andover, and they have put up 71 goals on the season. That first line for Elk River, 43 goals. Here you get a look at them, and ready to take the face-off there, Maddie Christian. Talking to their head coach as well. But potentially here's a chance, backhand turned away, a chance by Christensen. Good setup there on the Huskies as they quickly got it back into the Elk River end. Elk River behind, trying to break it out, and Christensen diffuses that and keeps the pressure. Engler now looks behind. Engler on the backhand, no look, now she's into the corner, and Elk River will try to move it along. Race to the puck ensues there, still in the Elk River end. Engler drops it there, a blast on the doorstep, trying to chip and tag at it was Sarah Kaiser, but sealing off the defense in any of those shots was by Hess. That initial shot came from Mum at that far point.
Yeah, and Sarah Kaiser, great positioning. The senior was right there and able to get another good scoring opportunity. This line has done a nice job tonight.
Off the face-off, Heiser with a blast over the top of the net. Huskies have done an impressive job. There's this one-timer by Engler, turned away. They've been winning those face-offs and optimizing those odd man breaks off of those face-off wins. That's how Braun scored the first goal here, and a 1-0 lead for Andover in that first period. Kaiser had another chance there. Elk River takes it back into there, and they miss on a pass, and now a chance off the stick of Mum. Moving in a shot there, just easy save there for Stagman. At least she made it look easy. And a breakout now all the way back down, puts it off the defense. They're going to call ice, I guess, here. I thought it hit one of the players. It was just across center ice, but to no avail. 12:21 to go. And thanks for joining us on the Thursday Night Lights QCTV Sports presentation. This, the Section 7AA Finals.
See right here, great behind the bite pass out to Engler. And Engler got a piece of Hess, but not a piece of the net.
Trying to work it out. That's Grabo who lives the stick there. She trying to pick it back up again and walk it across that blue line. Pile up now as Amoeba starts to break up and trying to send it down and sent right back in. Another freshman defense working this one out, and that's Mackenzie Jones. Sends it deep. Grabo gets there to the corner, trying to help out as Olsen digging at it. Far side there is Sauer in front, ready to pull the trigger here. A shot hits the stick of Elk River after that initial shot by Courtney Little. Jones misses on her pass, goes through the neutral zone, and we will have a face-off all the way back next to Stagman in the end of the ice.
You know, one thing that Coach, the Elk River coach had talked about was making sure that they have gap control and they're clogging up those passing lanes. And they've done Elk River's done a really nice job with when they're trying to break out. Andover tries to break out. They're there.
Trying to get the odd man rush here in Brown. Brown in that first line on there. There's Gettle. She's tangled up and she loses her stick. Back across to Mum. Mum across the way there to Kasich. At the blue line, getting the stick down was Gettle. Couple of exchanges of passes there and trying to work it free is Christian. Now she has it on her stick. She avoids contact there, moving in. Here comes Christian, full head of speed, and the sophomore so calmly, so coolly poke checked it away with her stick to the corner. She's got the poise out there of a surgeon, does Mom. Breakout here as Gettle looked up, so went the stick, and she went over the top on the breakout pass. Brown ahead now to Berger. Berger sends it across now to Gettle. She'll pick it up off the board. He's moving in, trying to get that leverage. Goes low. Gettle goes down in front, heads to the ice, but back up shot. They're on the doorstep, looking at a backdoor opportunity. Was Berger just hopped her stick. Berger has it poke checked off her stick. Now skating out. Here comes Elk River, trying to counter, trying to knot this game up at one apiece with 10 minutes to go in this second period. Brown lifts it, and fixing it up behind their own end is Elk River. Doing chase behind there is Kaiser shadowing. Engler to the board. Now looking for an opportunity to try to feed Kaiser. Kaiser's going to come out and help, trying to pinch in this time. You see Little. All the way back out to center ice is Andover, and they'll circle it back in. You can kind of see that speed starting to take effect here. As circling again, Jones on a wrister. McKenzie turns, fires the rebound. Pad save again by Hess. On the doorstep, a chance for Andover. Poking, prodding at it again. Christensen, and a little pushing and shoving as the whistle blows. And some exchanges happen there, but oh my, the Huskies were certainly getting at it, and some opportunities on the doorstep.
Well, this is what it's all about. This is the intensity, and both skaters, Seidel and Christensen, will go off for rough. But you could feel the intensity. You can see right there as they play Eye of the Tiger from Rocky. It's a heated match right now.
They get things settled, and it will be, see if they go 4-on-4. It'll be coincidental minors, so they'll skate 5 aside. A 1-0 lead, and shot by Little here at the near point. That hit some skates, and now is at the back of the net where they're trying to break it out. On the doorstep there is Grable. She sends a backhand to the near point. Little cross to Grable. Grable shakes his shot, save, loose puck, loose, poking at it, pile up, and a whistle.
Great vision by Courtney Little to get it over to Kasich, or I'm sorry, to Grabo. Sitting right on the back door. Grabo's had a good night tonight as well.
Good quality shots, and you build that confidence through the season and elevates in section play, and certainly with the number of goals Grabo and Hannah Olsen has on that line, they are starting to motor as well, along with Sauer as well. Battling there is Berger, just those little things, coming back to help out, and now carrying in is Elk River. They'll send a little wrister on, and Stagman makes that pad save, directs it to the near corner. We are at the midway mark here of this contest and of the second period. Still 1-0 Andover as they will try to move it out of their end. Gettle's going to use that wall, and she does, to get it by. Puts it on a stick now. Brown will get there. Move it in. Madison Brown moves in, and she's being held, and the penalty is going to be whistled on Elk River, and Andover gets an opportunity on their second power play of the game. Good hustle there by Brown.
Yeah, Carly Mumphrey really didn't have a choice. Just wrapped her up, and you see Maddie Brown just starting to pull it in. And easy call there for the official. It'll be
Madison Brown along with Berger have already committed to St. Thomas University to play there. They'll be playing for Joel Johnson, who was the head coach of the women's Team USA team, who suffered a tough loss yesterday. Silver medal, winning the faceoff. Engler, she goes to the umbrella formation there at the tip of this power play. Sending it back now to Mum. Mum looks across, surveys to the faceoff circle. Engler shot, loose puck, scrambling there and sent to the corner. Engler now battles a defensive Elk River, and now is held on by a Mum. Over to Gettle. Back to Mum. Shot here all the way through. Pad save. Loose puck. Scores! Gettle buries it. Back of the net. Huskies are up 2-0. Huskies just kept working at it. There were some minor rebounds. Hess was doing a great job of controlling those rebounds. But boy, she was getting hammered with shots from all other angles. And Gettle right there on the doorstep. Stick on the ice. Buries it. Power play goal, and now a 2-0 lead for Andover.
Looks like the helpers would go to Berger, who had the initial shot that the rebound came off on, and Kaylin Mum, as you mentioned earlier.
Gettle picks up her 6th power play goal of the season, leads the team in that category, and their 23rd goal. Madison Brown, by the way, I'm impressed by the amount of assists that she has. She has 11 power play assists on the season. You can tell, excellent passer. Huskies still hold possession here of the puck. Now send it to half wall. They're still. This is when that mojo of the Huskies starts to take over. A couple of goals now, and they're just kind of getting into the zone. The speed and the efficiency here for the Huskies. Let's see if Elk River can stick with it. 2-0 is always kind of a dangerous lead. You always hear coaches say in hockey or soccer, right? Hey, you can relax a little bit at 2-0, but one goal and you've cut that deficit in half.
Yeah. Yeah, the next goal is really the telltale sign of which way this game is going to go.
Oh, looking up assist, I couldn't quite make out who they gave assist to on that power play goal, but I think
right now it's Mum was the only assist that was given on that.
Boy, Mum, you can see she was really engineering that power play. Mum takes that shot. It may have gotten by and hit the post there, and a save. And now in the corner, we're going to get a penalty on Andover.
Yeah, Norris Sauer go for a trip.
A chance here now for Elk River for their 3rd power play, the 2nd this period.
It's a physical game, and there's been Elk River has really beaten them to just about a lot of these free pucks, these open pucks, and Andover got a little sloppy with the trip on that one.
Elk River right now trailing 2-0. Dire need to cut this deficit in half. Humphrey skates in. Look out, she's dangerous. Whistles one over the top of the net. Gettle tries to guide it off the board, but it deflects behind. Mum is bracketed back there by Elk River. Elk River holds possession. Trying to get it to the point, but a little too much velo for Humphrey to enter. And now circling.
This is a good battle right here. You see both captains, Berger and Christian, going at it a couple of times in the corners. They've played well. There they go again.
Christian tried to bring it in, but she was redirected by good positioning by Berger. Now skating in. Elk River, that shot deflected. Kasich there, not allowing that shot to get the velo she wanted for Elk River. Inside the blue line, now dropping from the dot, the shot, and it's just off the mark, deflected wide. That was Maddie Christian. She'll head to the bench, and they're going to bring in their 2nd power play unit, Will Elk River. Penalty coming up to Elk River. That's going to go on Hess, the goalie.
Yeah, she jumped Berger. It was almost like Berger skated into the skate, and she pulled it. We'll see who serves it for Elk River.
But this is, I would say, probably a tipping point of this game. You can see she can, oh yeah, she stuck her pad out.
Yep.
That was
conversation going on with Bollinger and the referee.
Goalie pads are one thing, but they hate when players knock those knees and the knees like that. That was definitely intentional. So this is the key part, I think, Jim. 4-on-4. Andover with that speed and getting late here into this 2nd period. Have the 2-0 lead. This extra ice is very advantageous here for Andover. Then they get the power play.
Abby Hansberger will serve the minor for Hess.
Little lifts a little wrister in, and Hess makes that save. They'll drop the puck here. 2-0 lead. 1 in the first period for Andover, and Gettle just scored on a power play goal here minutes ago. Holding the zone, now far point. Moving it over, a hard shot here, just over top of the net and deflected. A whistler that time from the far face-off circle by the freshman, Jones. And hey, Jones can pull the trigger. She has 5 goals this season. And here's her plus-minus for Mackenzie Jones. She has a plus-minus of 48, which is outstanding for defense.
Yes.
Little has a plus-minus of 51. Skating 4 aside right now for at least the next 30 seconds. Couple players take a hard fall and collide with the board. And now back comes high scorer Christian, the leading scorer here for Elk River. She picks up the puck, circles the blue line, tries to find that 5-hole, and Stagman seals it off.
Well, that first shot by Christian, looks like Stagman didn't see it because it kind of went off her shoulder without a whole lot of movement. Christian's got a good shot. Boy, she's been watching her on the bench. The bench is right in front of us. See right here, she rifles it.
She takes that shot, uses the fence as a screen.
Yeah.
She can deliver that shot from a variety of angles.
Watching her on the bench, she's been, her leadership with some of the other players has been great.
Collision, 2 players there right at the blue line. Engler gets right back up on the power play now. Will be Andover for the next minute and 5 seconds. Settling the puck at the blue line. It's good stick work there. Gettle drops it to Brown. Little tic-tac. No! Off the post. On the follow the goal. On the deflection. Three tape-to-tape passes. The shot went off the post, high in the air, fluttered, and somehow went in. It may have gone in off of Hess.
Yeah, it looks like it looked like it hit the back of Hess. We'll have to see on the replay. But what a nice turn on the power play here. You can see right there, Brown over to Gettle, or to Berger. Comes up, it looks like it hits a stick, and then hits the back leg of Hess for the goal.
A delayed tic-tac-toe goal instead of the tic-tac-no there for Andover. And as we were saying, hey, this is the kind of that tipping point. 3-0. As you can see, dropping, looking, firing. Gettle just wide of the mark. Huskies are truly buzzing right now. In the corner is Brown. Gettle comes over to help out. Mum's going to come in and pinch in as well. 3-0 lead now for Andover. Their second power play goal here this evening. Giving chase in the corner. That was Berger. Huskies worked their way out, trying to deflect and redirect it back underneath there. You saw some stick work also by Elk River, and that was Thomas, and we will have an icing whistle here for Andover. And I mentioned the Huskies have outscored opponents now 49-12 in that second period. And thus far in sections, they have outscored their opponents 24-1. Elk River would love to pick up a goal to cut into this deficit here before the end of the second period. The winner advances to the state tournament. Moving in, Christensen. Christensen tries to power through on the backside of her backhand there, puts a shot on, forces Hess to make a save. Little at the near point, didn't get anything he really wanted on that, but it managed in curling-like fashion to get to Engler, where Engler deflected it, forcing Hess to make a glove save.
That was pretty impressive by Engler to get that much air under it.
3:27 remaining here in the second period. 3-0 in front. It still feels close at 3-0 right now. You can.
Well, Elk River hasn't given up.
Certainly some scoring capabilities they do for this Elk River squad. A double overtime win over Anoka. impressive win over Grand Rapids. In front centering, the only one there was Elk River. Perfect pass put right on the stick that time of Flayhaven. Flayhaven captures up, reacquaints herself with the puck, now tries to center, deflects to the near point. This shot pad save with traffic in front, but Flayhaven right there on the doorstep, couldn't control it, goes to the half wall. Continuing to move it down. Behind Little. Ahead there, the Sauer, and back again to Little, a quick give and go. Play whistled, and activity on that puck initially, they feel touched behind that red line. So, winner advances to the state tournament. And I'll tell you, the Huskies, I know, have been chomping at the bit to get to that championship contest, but you got to take them one win at a time, especially this one here tonight. Huskies currently 26-0 on the season.
They've got a chance to be one of the first teams to have 30 wins in a season.
I did not know that. See? Breaking across. Now here comes Mums. Mums sends it in and then chases the puck. She meets up with that puck again back behind, trails it back behind there to Grabo. Grabo being shadowed there by Elk River. She sends it to a corner. Then Olsen tries to gather that puck, pinching in the Norson near side here. Thorson tangles up Elk River just enough so teammate Grabo can regather. Huskies buzzing again in their own end, or in the Elk River end, trying to cycle their way and rotate around. Now between the skates of Andover there, it's Elk River who gets it, sends it behind the net, and they'll make some wholesale changes, offense and defense. A deflection there off the stick, and we'll get the ice.
Well, Joe, this is the 9th time in a row that these two teams have met in the sectionals, and this is the 9th year that one of these teams are going to be ended by the other team for the 9th year in a row. So that's, this rivalry in sectional play is heating up.
Coach Vogt had mentioned, I remember last week, as kind of a pivotal turn for those guys in that program was in 2015 for Andover. An overtime win to beat Elk River, who was the number 1 seed coming into that championship game. So that was, it kind of felt like a shift, to change there. Now Gettle skates in, 1v1. She'll get around, put up the shot, lifts it over the top. She is so quick and a great stick handler in Gettle. Good balance. Chase to the puck ensues there. Little gets there first, turns, fires, sends it through the neutral zone. With 35 seconds left in the second period. Gettle looking for another goal, or at least an assist. Rolls off to stick that time of Berger. Berger, the leading scorer here for the Huskies this season, has yet to strike with the goal. Had a chance there, just wide of the mark. Gettle gets it back, 20 seconds. Huskies heating up once more time. They send it back. Nice pirouette, turn fire. Hops the stick of Brown as she tries to move it in on a backdoor goal to Nova Vale in the corner. Brown breaks it out again. Berger tries to get at it. Gettle as well. Now a shot by Little. Glove save. Hashtag FTL flashing the leather. His has to make that save.
Yeah, this first line is doing a nice job of just through their spacing. They're so good at their chemistry is so good at knowing where each other are. 10, 12, and 15. Just our rock stars out there.
Good snipe there by Little, forcing that glove save. A few seconds left here in this second period. A shot across the bow there by Berger. And we are at the end of 2 complete. A little bit more. Huskies have extended that 1-0 lead, Jim, to 3-0.
Yeah, a good period for the Huskies that could have turned out tough when they started with a penalty kill, but nice job of being able to control the puck, and Elk River is on their heels right now. They're going to have to come out with a strong start to the third period.
Huskies 1 period away from advancing to the state tournament and increasing their record to 27-0, and that's the Andover Huskies 3, Elk River nothing. This is the Section 7 AA Finals on QCTV.
I am what hunger looks like in America. I am an 8-year-old girl who's not excited for the last day of school. Because this may be the last time I'll have lunch. Till September. I am a single father of 2 who works 3 part-time jobs, and that's still not enough to put food on the table. I was created by artificial intelligence from faces of the 1 in 8 Americans who struggle with hunger.
Feeding America, 200 food banks strong.
Deutschman, fade for the end zone. It is caught. Touchdown.
That's Keenan Rodriguez, number 14.
Takes a quick shot. There's another goal.
Look at it. Laser that one.
A couple lines of defense shot. Score.
Multiple studies have shown that marijuana can slow both driver reaction and response time, which can be really dangerous. He's here. He's here. Wait. Why? I can't drive. Why? My. Oh.
Period number 3 about to begin as the Andover Huskies have extended their lead from 1-0 after that first period. Now to 2 additional goals in the second, and now a 3-0 lead as we begin third period. Section 7 AA finals. The winner advances to the Minnesota State High School Tournament. The Huskies come in with a record of 26-0 and have this 3-0 lead over Elk River. Couple of power play goals for Andover. We'll get you updated on that scoring as well at the next whistle. But they were able to tally a couple of power play goals in that second period. And now Huskies are going to try to work their way out. You can tell just getting a little tired and frustrated. One of the penalties was on Hess as she kind of obstructed the progress of one of the players for Andover coming across. And Huskies now a chance on the breakout pass is Jones. It's tries to get it to Christensen, and now it's gathered in almost a chance for a 2-on-1, but it's poke checked from the blue line through the crease there by Elk River. Humphreys tries to regather the puck, unable to settle it. It drifts back, and now it's Elk River who will start their way in. Shots on goal, 21-10 after 2 complete periods. And Elk River, had their scoring opportunities, Jim, in that second period, but it was the 2 power play goals by Andover.
Yeah, it's both Issa Gettle that had a beautiful pass over to Issa Gettle was from Brown and from Mumm. And then the final one, goal number 3 for Andover, was an unassisted goal by Ella Berger. And that was her 28th of the season.
Brown just distributes dimes on those power plays. That's her 12th power play assist of the season. Good play there to not allow that pass to get through by Jusela. But now Huskies break in. Shot Whistler. Wow, was that a laser? And a beautiful glove save. No rebound as Kaiser ripped one on a snipe shot just above the face-off circle.
You've got 2 the seniors, Sarah Kaiser and Ashley Graybaugh. Both of those are centering or two underclassmen lines, and they've done a great job with leadership.
Kaiser just 2 points away from 100 points for her career at Andover. So a chance now 2-on-1, and that's diffused. A nice poke check there defensively. And Andover will move it out. They miss on that pass, giving chase. Trying to catch up, unable to do so that time. The attempt was by Nora Sauer. But the pass and the outlet just couldn't quite connect. There you get a look at number 22 for Elk River and Huskies. 3 goals, 3 assists for the junior on the season.
She had a great opportunity about a minute into the second period, and Stagman stonewalled her.
Shot there, pad save made and sent to the corner, just inside the blue line is where that shot came from for Elk River. Moving it through, now trying to work their way out. The Huskies. Shot here hits way too much traffic. That was a wall of players, and it dropped straight down, and now Sauer will work her way out. Looked like she was going to pass, holds on to it, crosses center ice, dumps it in, heads in, and they'll make some line changes. Working at the half wall, now trying to shimmy it free, finally by Berger, but it gets on the stick of the also dangerous Christian. Maddie Christian, she chases after it now as it squirts free, and Berger has it, tries to ring it. She does, she gets her stick on it, lifts it behind the net, giving chase Gettle. And there's Brown, who bookends on that opposite side of the corner. Berger deals with it, now digs at it, now centers it. Put right on the stick of the defenseman there for Elk River. Nice play there by Flayhaven, but she's unable to work it out. Both teams are at full strength. 3-0 lead for the Huskies. No look pass right on the doorstep, and another quick touch pass and a no look there by Berger. Berger comes out front, tries to go pad between the posts. A shot there, and the puck almost got in between the pad and the post of Hess, but she said, no good.
We've said this a couple times. This line is so good knowing where they're at. You can see Gettle just drops it, and then she helps circle back. Brown is right on the back door. Good spacing.
Yes, it is, and they just anticipate well. There's Thorson on the doorstep, reaching in. Engler just misses on a centering pass by Sauer. That time by Kaiser instead. Battle there and trying to stick it, skate it free, pick back up. Kaiser goes back out in front. Give and go from behind the net that time by Christensen. Could not capitalize there. Huskies get it just outside the blue line and send it back in. There's Christensen, there's speed. Picked up now by Kaiser. Kaiser tried to dangle it a bit on a little toe drag, but it's poke checked away and then sent length to the ice. No icing is the call here. 12.5 to go in this third period. Huskies have a 3-0 lead, or trying to extend it here in the third. Laying down on that ice, not a good spot with Kaiser patrolling around. They call her NORAD. Kaiser now coming in, forcing her behind. There's a shot, pad save, actually a right shoulder save.
That was Christian again, she snipes.
She does. She can, she said, snap that off quicker than a hiccup on the shots. Thorson here was just trying to send it around the net, or at least on goal, but that was deflected, and Elk River needs to start capitalizing here as Christian maybe starting to run some first and second lines. She goes heavy into the corner, trying to stir things up. We'll be playing at Penn State next year. Will Maddie Christian. Huskies now try to get it down low. That's Grable. Battle there, picked up off the stick, holding the zone. Nice job there, pinching over by Little. Now skating out. Chance here, Humphrey 14 goals on the season, whistles one's high. Looks like it went just in between the helmet and the shoulder there for Stagman.
Stegman's had a good night tonight. She has been tested, only 12 shots, but probably 75% have been solid scoring opportunities.
And she's had a kind of an adequate season, 23-0, goals against of 1.04.
95% save percentage, yeah, that's not too bad.
10 shutouts. Huskies, obviously, with that record of 26-0, have not been shut out this season. I have to look back on my mental hard drive and go through those to find out when that was. But right now, they are an explosive squad looking for that fourth goal. There's Berger, split the defense. Finally back with the puck. Inside the blue line, trying to hit Gettle. Goes to the corner. Who's there? Brown. Perfect timing. Cycling in that corner is Brown. She wants to center to Gettle. Gets outside the circle. There's Jones with a shot redirected, and it goes behind the net. Trying to skate out, and you can just tell Elk River is so tired on that line. They're all hustling to the bench, but running solo here is the forward. Number 22, Huselet for Elk River. Pinching in. Now this shot goes near the doorstep, centering there. Loose puck, steered to the corner by the Huskies. Nice centering pass that time by the Elk River forward, and we'll have icing with 9:53 to go. And that's what's left before the Huskies can advance to the state tournament. If they can hold off, it'll be their 5th consecutive trip to the state tournament.
Yeah, and I am sure that we're going to start to see the benches shortened on Elk River and get that Christian line out there.
Coach Volk, a record of 22-2 in section play. Moving it out. It's a player down, slow to get up here for Elk River. Huskies unfortunately can't handle that puck. It goes from one stick from the Huskies back to Elk River. They'll carry in. A drop pass there. Drifts all the way back to center ice. 9:20 remaining in this, the third period. Now here comes Kaiser. She's always got some juice flowing. She's looking, heads in front. She's got that explosive skating and that hard shot. Now far point. Dipsing around. Beautiful move, Kasich, but her shot ends up a backhand. Loose change goes on the stick of Engler. She backhands it in, and Hess has to make the save. Love that move by Kasich. Oh my, that was all pro-like. Look at this. Pulls it out, dangles a bit, little toe drag, and boof, lifts the shot. Didn't quite make that net, but you gotta appreciate the art and what she accomplished by eluding that check and pulling it around. Each one of these players just have that capability, it always appears. And that's another very talented freshman, Avery Kasich.
Well, we've mentioned that a couple times. The blue line for the Huskies is well manned for the next 3 years.
Of the defenseman out there for our freshmen. Meanwhile, the other three are sophomores. Shot here, glove save, and a beauty just inside the blue line. That's Mackenzie Jones walloped down and put a hard shot on.
Mackenzie Jones has been kind of that silent assassin. When she gets a chance, she knows when to use it, and she doesn't use it a whole very often, but it's usually hard shot and it's on net.
Couple of filthy offensive play moves here by the defenseman for Andover early in this third period. Trying to get something going here is Elk River. It goes to the corner there, and that's Huselet again. Unable to possess or control that puck. It's floated back into the Andover end, and now Andover skates out. Moving ahead, now gaining the line. Here comes Andover. A big blast and a rebound leaks out, and they say a goal. No goal.
Boy, that was a quick whistle.
What a laser, what a snipe that time.
Nora Sauer fouled her shot, And we'll see right here, bam, and he's, boy, that is.
Oh, that puck was definitely on display.
Yeah.
Usually they'll blow the whistle if they cannot find it, but boy, that was out there. Good. I'll tell you, and the one thing that Husky players do is Andover is crash that net, and there you saw what happened there with a result. Gettle, her shot trying to get it out in front is off the skate of Elk River. Now Thorson is back. Another freshman. Here comes Berger, Jr. Gets by. Dipsy-do, dangle, shot. Goal! Oh, my! What a showcase goal for Berger. 4-0 Andover.
That was impressive. Berger skating through the defense, and that was through Carly Humphrey, one of the stars.
One word, 2 syllables. Filthy.
Yes.
Oh, my.
That's her second goal of the night, 29th of the season.
It just seems like yesterday that we were talking to her at the end of the Benilde St. Margaret game.
Yeah. Yep.
Post-game interview. And she had a couple of goals in that game. I'll take another look. Here's Taylor's in my headset. Boy, it went from one crossbar, from one line to the other. And that whole puck has to be over.
Yeah, well, the red light went on behind the net. We saw that.
Take another look. Good, but it's QCTV cameras. There you can see it.
Ping-ponged against both.
Well, right now, they're going to say, I guess enough of that puck was over because they put the goal up. So it's 4-0.
Huh.
Outstanding move. You could just see her brain moving into that opening for Berger, and it's how she must have mapped that out.
Yeah.
But mapping it out is one thing, executing it is another. Berger, the junior, picks up 2 more goals tonight. She's got 29 on the season, and she also has an assist. I didn't get who they credited the assist on that goal to, but we'll try to pick that up. 4-0 now for Andover with 6:45 to go in this third period. Coach Melissa Volk looking to pick up career win number 180. Pick up this one tonight. Elk River works their way, chasing after the puck and trying to break that goose egg. Back behind the plate, trying to create some spacing. Here comes Elk River on the doorstep, poking at it and freezing the puck there. Is Stagman, and I will say many times her play goes unrecognized. And I mean, Jim, you said in the pregame she has a career record of 41-1, and she's just a junior. And her goals against at 41-1 for her career is .98. Utterly astounding.
Yeah, and I think you're right. She does not get the credit because of the offensive production from Andover, but without her, this would be a much different complexion. The game would be much different without her making those saves in the first period.
Here's a shot by Jones, and on the other side, Little. She holds the zone, but now a pass, centering pass picked up here by Elk River. Elk River moves in. They do ask you to stay with us as well, because at the conclusion of this game, we will have the ceremonies, the section medal ceremonies as well, and then we'll also have some interviews with the players as they're coming off the ice, and Coach Volk as well. So hang with us. Thanks for joining us on this QCTV Thursday Night Lights section 7AA championship. Andover appears to be underway for their 5th straight trip to the state tournament. Trying to capture a state championship in Class 2A. Their second it would be if they can get it this season in the last 3 years. Circling back behind is Kaiser. She'll float it out. Now look out. Ever so dangerous Sora. Sauer gets at it. Takes the shot and finds her way eye to eye with the goalie Hess. Sent back. Icing is the call. 4:26 to go. And they're going to score. They need to do it quickly here, does Elk River.
There's Stagman there. Getting a little stretch in between the drops of the puck.
Brian Bollinger, hey, did a tremendous job.
Yeah.
Team started to catch their rhythm, starting section play, an exciting 2 overtime win over Anoka.
That's a team to be watching over the next couple of years. New coach has done a great job, and they've got a solid goalie.
Berger looks for the hat trick on the side. Rebound hits the side of the net by Gettle as the Huskies again, they are buzzing. Behind the net, working their way out, and here comes Elk River. They'll send it length of the ice, and that'll be ice as a near goal once again. Almost nickel nothing there for Andover, and there's a look at the sophomore defense, Mama.
Yeah, Gettle just couldn't get the angle on that. Berger again looking for that hat trick.
Hess had a stretch to make that pad save and then try to scurry. If I was on my back in all of that gear, I'd look like a turtle trying to get off my back. Gettle now tries to gather it back. She has control. Shot Mum. Beautiful setup on the doorstep. Tipped in by Gettle for the goal, and the Huskies worked their way now to a 5-0 lead. Charging, crashing that net. Gettle, her second goal of the night, 24th of the season.
Yeah, just great passing. You can see Elk River is just chasing that puck. Berger puts it on net, goes under Hess, and Gettle instead with her second goal. It's very impressive.
And it starts, Jim, right at that far point by Mum.
Yeah.
Mum, perfect shot there, perfect for the tip. Berger was able to get her stick on it, and that freed it up for Gettle to bury it. And the Huskies, 5-0, have all but locked us in. Humphreys with this shot hits way too much traffic. Moving back in. He wants to pull the trigger. Nice pass. Good setup right on the doorstep. No one there to get the stick down. Give and go back. Trying to hit Christian. Moving in. Hansberger looking for it out front. It was Hansberger who actually had the game-winning goal for Elk River in that overtime goal versus Anoka. Picked up. Hansberger will get at it again. Coming over, charging across. Christensen. And now carrying it out is Engler. She's going to dump and chase, give it go. It's on the side. She gets there first. They'll wave off the icing as we are about 2 minutes remaining here in this third period. Andover have outscored their opponents here in section play this year, 27-1. That is some major horsepower. Far point. Mom again, that shot is just off the mark. I mean, she goes exactly, sets the table. Does Mom, that's an art.
Yeah.
That she can, Kaylin Mom, get in there and get at it. And the sophomore, as I said, she plays more like a sophomore in college than she does a sophomore in high school.
She just sees she has such great vision on the ice, and boy, we had a chance there to see the 99th point by Sarah Kaiser, and it just went off her stick wide.
31-13 shots on goal in favor of Andover, and chance back in, skating out. Here comes Humphrey. Humphrey, 14 goals, 5 of which are power play goals. Tried to pull the trigger on that shot. She could not. diffused there nicely. As Thorson's battling back behind, they try to center it. Some pushing and shoving after the play as Thorson tangling him up, and back out comes that first line for Andover. A line that coming into tonight's game had scored 70 goals with Gettle, Berger, and Brown. They did nothing but add 5 more goals to that line. Pass on ahead to Brown, could not connect. Elk River tries to head back and work their way out with 1:20 to go. Gettle still battling in that corner, and here comes Berger again. Berger sets it across, tried to hit Brown. Could not, just beyond her reach. Far point now. Berger switches spots there with Mumm, and she hits a blast of a shot. And a glove save made once again by Hess, and she has to be exhausted.
Well, the first match between these two, 51 shots by Andover. They've been able to limit it to only 31. Score was the same though, 5-0 Andover.
Working it through again now, trying to gain control in the corner. We're south of a minute to go. The Huskies, and there's Gettle whips on, and it's deflected in top over the netting. 47 seconds away from Andover advancing to their 5th consecutive state tournament visit.
Yeah, she's got it. Gettle just has that real quick trigger. Very impressive.
Off the face-off again. Huskies impressive at winning those face-offs as well. It all started in that first goal, and Berger put the one-timer, scores! Gettle with the hat trick, and then it's Brown with the dime. Oh my, a one-timer. Tape-to-tape Brown to Gettle.
Brown right here brings 4 defenders, leaves Gettle right out there.
And Brown is going to start her own distribution center on dimes.
Some hats on the ice now.
Gettle put it away right in the right spot, and she gets that hat trick, and that makes it 6-0. Earlier this year, Gettle had a hat trick against the Elk River squad. 30 seconds left, and this will be an Andover 6-0 win, barring any additional activity. We'll get you set up with those goals, as there's been multiple 3 goals here in this third period. And a chance now. Here come the Huskies, far side. A shot here, glove save, and that will do it. The Andover Huskies are advancing to this season's state tournament. They move to 27-0 with a convincing 6-0 win here in Section 7 AA finals by a score of 6-0 over this tough Elk River squad, Jim.
Yeah, and we saw the third line against last week against in the semis take it, and this first line, they're ready to go to state. This will be a great opportunity to see this all-star #1 line against some very, very good competition.
Huskies again, just such a high power, kind of a horsepower type of scoring punch. They outscored their opponents 29-1 in section play now thus far on the season.
And I think you can wrap up the fact that they'll be ranked, or they'll be seeded #1 going into the state tournament. Obviously, Edina will probably be, Edina and Minnetonka will be 2 and 3. So I would imagine if they're able to get past through their sectional final, but Andover locks up the #1 seed.
Hang tight here, because we're going to have the sectional ceremonial celebration here and medals exchange for Coach Volk. That is career win number 180 for her. She came in with a mark of 180, 69, and 6 in sections. Now she moves to 23-3. And I tell you, but this team as a whole, this is all great. Working hard to get it. They're still zeroed in.
Yes.
It's been state championship, no doubt, is the goal.
Well, I think you saw in the celebration, they were happy, but they weren't jumping on each other. They know that the mission is not completed.
Huskies, by the way, had outscored opponents 45-8 in the third period. Now make that 48-8 in the third period. And for the season, as we head in, they have outscored their opponents 147-25. There's a look at Coach Volk. This is her 9th season and her 5th straight visit to the state tournament. You can see her team and staff there. And we're going to hand it over to the public address as they announce the teams and the medals.
Number 7, Jenny Maxson. Number 10, Haley Gisela. Number 11, Erica Carlson. Number 12, Julia Wilson. Number 14, Carly Humphrey. Number 16, Abby Hansberger. Number 17, Emily Amy Keller. Number 18, Lily Lasek. Number 19, Sophie Sidell. Number 21, Emma Thomas. Number 22, Amy Usually. Number 23, Claire Fagan. Number 24, Danny Henriksen. Number 25, Abby Suka. Number 26, Maddie Christian. Number 30, Ashley Hess. And number 31, Eddie Brandt. Now, can the captains of Elbow River come forward to receive your runner-up trophy? Congratulations, the Elbow River Elks. And now handing out championship medals is the activities director Eric Latola and principal Tim Fine. With a Abby McQuay. Number 18, Mason Krause. Number 19, Mackenzie Jones. Number 20, Ashley Bravo. Number 22, Meryl Delich. Number 24, Avery Kasich. Number 25, Courtney Little. Number 28, Hannah Olsen. Number 34, Hannah Christensen. And number 40, Laura Borisma. Now will the captains of Andover please come forward to receive your championship section AA trophy. Congratulations, Andover, representing section 7 AA.
Well, there you have it. Section 7 AA champions, Andover Huskies, for the 5th straight year. And a 6th RIP win over the Elk River Zimmerman Elks. Lisa Gettle with the hat trick. And we're going to have some live interviews shortly as Joe Ruland will be down as they are taking some pictures and celebrating this. You know, 7 freshmen on this team have not been here before, and there's a number of sophomores as well. This is going to be a good team that's going to be reckoned with not only in this state tournament, but in this section and in the state coming up in the next upcoming years. So Melissa Vogt, it's just a reload rather than a rebuild, and she's done a great job of bringing this team together and getting experience for these freshmen and sophomores. And that number 1 line tallied all 6 goals tonight. Berger with 2, Brown with 1, and Gettle with 3. As they start to, we'll start back early in the 3rd period, as that was one of Gettle's first goals.
No!
And another one from Ella Berger, and that went off the back leg of Hess, the goalie. And there you see Asa Gettle again back there. The Huskies continue to celebrate with in the students section. And Joe has our player of the game down rinkside, and we'll send it to Joe.
Hey, we are joined right now by Asa Gettle, and what an impressive game. A hat trick in the section championship. You guys came out ready to play.
Yeah, it was pretty surreal. Section final is always a fun place to be, but I think we all just came out, worked our hardest, and, put pucks in the back of the net. I think we got lucky.
Well, on that first line, you've scored 70 goals coming into this game, so 75 on the line with you and Brown and also with Berger. What's that like playing with those other forwards?
Oh, it's amazing. I love the way we all move the puck. We all work together really well, and I think we all just see each other very well on the ice. So it brings it all together.
25 goals for you on the season, 5th straight state tournament visit for Andover. You guys got to be pretty excited about having a chance to maybe get your second state tournament.
Yep. It's going to be a fun experience. Obviously, competition's going to be there. It's going to be a battle, but I think we're prepared and we're ready to go.
One last question is there a goal that stands out for you this whole season, or even a goal from tonight, or an assist that you had?
Oh, I don't know. I really don't think about them. I kind of just play the game and go with it. But honestly, I think just this season and all has been a blast for me.
You guys are such in sync, that whole line. It's a fine line to watch, but a very tough line to defend, I bet.
Yeah, I think we really forecheck hard, back check hard. I think our D zone is really strong. So I think obviously I wouldn't want to play against my line, but it's fun playing on a line with them.
Issa Gettle, 3 goals, a hat trick tonight, 25 on the season, as she helps guide the Huskies to another state tournament visit and hope for another Class 2A state championship. Congrats and thanks.
Thank you.
And here she is, the player of the game, Issa Gettle. A hat trick, 25 on the season. You can see right there out in front as she gets there and gets a goal. Second one, it was a rebound out and went right to her stick. She is the player of the game, and the Huskies are going back to St. Paul in the XL Energy Center tonight. A 6-0 win over the Elk River Elks. The Elk River Elks finished second. Huskies, for the 5th straight time, are going back to the X. For everybody here at QCTV, appreciate it. For Joe Ruland, I'm Jim Childs. Have a great night.